Hello there. In this video we're going to look how to make a portraits based on a photo inside the MidJourney with help of AI. So let's go ahead and look what's happening. About a few weeks ago I posted on my Facebook social media and I says, hey guys, if you want any character, any of your photos, submit it and I'll make characters. So and you can see the response was 576 comments. This includes some of my response. On average, I will say about 200 people send me photos. And the best parts of this, they send photos in all different formats, sizes. This is my actual size. Let's see what size was this one, 145. I mean, this in different sizes, different formats, different shapes, blurring images. They send black and white, send some with an Instagram filter. So it was so huge variety of different images that it was excellent to work and try to see how it will work. So what I end up doing, trying with minimum process if it's possible, putting MidJourney in just with the strings or text prompts, create images. So I did create few images here, and then create more and 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 more. This is not all of them, but it's few of the images on different sizes. Was create over I think now it's close to about 800 plus images, photos based. So I create on different with a text string, try to create them look nice based on what people submitted and everything. So requirements was this way: send me your photo, the mag shot preferably, and who you want to be or what theme. So and based on this, I used MidJourney to create it. So let's go ahead and now jump inside the MidJourney, and I will show you how you can upload it and do it by yourself. And next I will show you some problems you may occurred and how to overcome them. First, right here on the bottom of the Discord, you'll see the plus symbol. Click on this plus symbol and you'll have it upload photos or upload files. So from there you can go to collection, and this is just one portion of the collection. I have it, and we can go select the smallest image. Maybe, let's select different image as well. The one nice thing is you can select more than one image, and you can select up to 10 images if you're on a paid version of Discord. If not, you can have it, I think, like 3 images, but just even one at a time should work just fine. So right here, I'll select 3 different images. When I select, press enter, and it will upload them. So after upload complete, you'll see them displaying in your Discord. What we need to do at this point, just click on one image. Don't right click, left click on the image, so it's open and preview. You'll notice on the bottom says open original, so we don't need open. Instead, on middle of image, we need right click and going to copy image address. On an Apple, it will be copy image if I'm right. So we'll go copy address. Next, we're going down, and as usual, we'll start with imagine. The next, we can pass parameters. So, and we can pass two images, sorry. We just copy paste the path we have it, and we can put it another image if we want integrated. But in this case, I want to work just with one image. So we'll put there. And next approach, it's what I call guided prompt. Okay, what is meaning? And again, that's my own personal terminology, but I like it to explain me. I want to guide my prompt, so I want to start with as simplicity as possible and add more and more to this. The reason is why that when I try to put all complex strings, something does not show, something missing, and I don't know which part or how they react in this case. And the best things with a portrait start with simplicity. So for example, here, let's go just type Viking. Okay, it's all what we need to do. And right now, it will base it. This is run on a version 4. So we'll go, let's type settings, and I'll show right here. You can see it's run MidJourney version 4. It says best quality, style medium, regular upscale. I'm running in public mode, so you're more than welcome to access. Normally, I almost always have the remix mode on. It's allowed me to go and modify if I need it. And right now I'm running in fast mode, so we can a little bit faster preview and generate it. But relax mode works just fine for the portraits. In fact, if you're not on a very hurry or whatever, relax mode right now works almost as fast as the fast mode in many cases. You just cannot upscale it, but again with version 4 it's what's happening. Okay, so let's go look right here. We're almost 50, 70. Okay, and this is done. Let's go look, and you can see it's kind of okay start. Mostly I'm looking on a facial right now. Ignore elements that like no stereotypical, this horn kind of helmet, which is historically inaccurate, but it's what we like to see. Okay, but facial is look okay, so it's recognized. Next, let's go ahead, copy, and usually at this point I'm just copy with this short path name because it's much easy. And we'll go again, imagine, and we have it Viking already established. Here's a little trick. If we specify body, if you want to create a full body or anything, you just need to specify shoes and a head. So let's go ahead, Viking helmet. So we'll just put it, it's a Viking. And you know what, sometimes it does work if you put emotions. It's kind of, I think it's look fun. So let's go, for example, we go with a screaming. So now we have a screaming Viking wearing Viking helmet. Okay, let's go ahead, see what we have at this point. Okay, here's completed. Let's look, and you can see we already have a top hat. See, like before it was cut off because we put this helmet. When AI recognize helmets, it try to embed it. What is better way? Just pull out and add top of the head. This is kind of trick what I'm using in some photos. When I want to display top, I maybe say big hair, a lot of special hat or something that is prompt AI to push up. So we'll have a little bit more head. And right here, look, we have a nice perfect screaming. Okay, and the next one, let's go copy what we have here. Okay, and oops, we don't need this. We need imagine, of course, first. Let's go paste this Viking helmet, and we can add a little bit more to this. For example, I can say wearing kilt. We don't have it fit or anything, so I'm just saying, hey, it's need wearing kilt. So we'll see what AI come up with, and we can say mountains, battle and background, Viking ship. So I'll give it now variety. The interesting things about this that if we add, like for example, a battle on the background to Viking ships, AI will give it us all those different versions. Somewhere we see a ship, somewhere there. And this is one thing what I tell, avoid to do this at the beginning, because if you give it too many variations, too many variables, AI may be going to create one way or another because weights is not yet set, and that way you have confusion creating. So when you create with a guided system, like what I would say, small things, you're guiding step by step AI to add complexity, then you'll achieve better. Same like right here, and I'm kind of already done, but if otherwise I already will render once, now we'll render second. Another time I maybe add like golden hour, more for the lighting effect. You know, you can even add Rembrandt lighting as well, and so on. So you can add elements. I'll put a link for you so you can watch some video on the prompt, what I was recommend how to do with the specific settings. It's not requiring go on specific order. However, I prefer to do this way because it allowed me to focus a little bit more on the weights and on the words itself. Okay, so it's ready to render. The couple things for me personally in the string, when I put it right here, when I put it wearing kilt, that is, you know, it maybe ignore it or do something weird stuff, because when we're doing with a portrait, close-up portrait, it's usually AI won't expand that big. We could create a little cheat. We could create a body and actually import a second image. I'll show you what I was mean by that. Okay, so let's see what we have right here, and you can notice we have now better. We have it background set, we have it the water, ocean, some piece of ship or other things, and we have it the lighting. So you can see how we add more elements. So in case if you want full body, but full body is not provided, what you can do is going online and look for some of the reference images. For me personally, because I'm a photographer, I have it my already collections of images, what I've done, I can reuse it. But if you don't have it, for example, if I want to do like full body Viking in this case, I'll just go on Google search, find something like this image. Notice right here we have it face, and this is a little bit more advanced maybe, but problem is sometimes it will take face that already exists. This is not what we wanted. So you can go inside like Adobe Photoshop example, open this image, and you know what I'm going to do, you just take this face and remove it or blur out. I will remove the information from AI to reference in because I want to use the face that is already I have. So we'll just go ahead and in this case take small blur tool. Okay, where's my blur tool? Right here, my blur tool, and we'll just blur this face out. Notice I want to keep it coloring in because I don't want there, but I want blur. So AI will freak out and says, hey, I don't know what face to use here. So I'll use that one. So like this, and we'll go and save it. Now we can go back in Discord, and we already know how to upload files. So we'll go select and upload our files. And where's my Viking? Right here, we'll just go and upload this Viking. Be careful when you take any image from online because they may copyright it. So just be sure you take non-copyrighted free images, which is you can easily find. Okay, right here we have, and now what do we have? We have our two image. This string, it's what I'm going to just take one of this whole string. Okay, we'll go to imagine, paste it, and next I'm click on this image, right click, copy image address, and remember what I said, we have the first image going right here. Now between this image and the text strings we can put a second image. So I'll go ahead, press space, we need a space between, nothing between these two, and reference second image. So we have it one image right there. We have a second image, and now we have it strings that we already have right there preview. Okay, let's go ahead, press enter, and see what we come up with. Okay, let's look what we have it, and you can see we already have it our arms, chest, same face. So we start getting a full body. To stand, all what we needed, it just add something else to trick our AI to render this. So if we're going to imagine, and we can add wearing kilt. Just before wearing kilt, let's remove the wearing kilt. We just say standing on the top of the hill. Okay, and next we need to put it maybe like skulls or something. You can add like bones, whatever you want, you know, like a bottle, just create kind of. So we can do this, but it's standing on top of the hills, above village, maybe. Actually, I think it's a double L, but we'll see. Come on, there you go. If you're interested, you'll notice I have it sometimes green stuff coming out underlined. For me, English not my first language. I do a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, but with the Grammarly, it's a free plugin. You don't need to pay any money for this to use it. You can install in your web browser. It does help you to kind of underline and fix it, grammar, spelling, and other stuff. So it's very good plus, very good benefit. Okay, let's go try this. Okay, let's go check where we have it, and look right here. We have it our standing on the top of the hill overview. I mean, in the village on the back, it's a perfect. Okay, we can again work from this. We can add more elements. However, it's a guided way. Remember, we add more to twink around, but generally we achieve it. We got from the portraits where it look like a person. We add body and all these other elements. Personal suggestions for you. if you really want to do like these portraits and everything, you want to have it your own library maybe of the people, what you can reference like second, without face or anything, just a reference. The better way, best things to do this, it is go and download it, DAZ Studio. DAZ Studio is a free software from DAZ 3D, okay? And it's come with already a lot of models that you can use it for free, male and female. Then inside it's like very simplistic. If you want it, I have plenty of the videos. Just search on my YouTube channel for the DAZ Studio. You find how to do everything. But you can pre-create actually poses of the models, render them and use it in different areas, because all what you need to do is for AI to reference full body, and it's work very, very well. And best parts, as I said before, it is free to use. Okay, so we'll look on some of this one. What else we can do with this? The one things what I also want to point when you work with portraits, and sometimes you run to this problem when you upload it normal photo, you try to render, and MidJourney come with this NSFW, not safe for workplace. I mean, this is fully legit image. Problem is the NSF filter, it is not yet optimized. They're still in progress, they're still kind of adjusting, but it is frustration when you try to work some portraits, and certainly it just does not want process because thinking it's not work safe. By the way, you know, as interesting things, it's all relatives. Yeah, at one time I used to own strip dancing club, and you know, not safe workplace there was very edgy. So it's all relative. But seriously speaking, you can see right here, you know, it's a normal image, it's a totally work safe, but you're getting this error. And what I was trying, sometimes you try to play around. Like for example, okay, let's say what's happening if I just blur out? Maybe it's color based or other things. Nope, it still have this one. So in this case, what I found it's work best, it just cropping like crop on a face, on an image this way, because for some reason this filter does not work. Usually if I loaded this image and I know it's work safe and I know a filter inside the MidJourney it's fail, I try to submit this twice, 3 times, so it will flag out, make a flag, and admin or developer team can look and says, oh yeah, it's a safe, it's something wrong with our system, so they can adjust this. As well, I'm going to the chat groups and with developers, and I just posted with members, just raise the flag and let them know, hey guys, your filter does not perform properly, please adjust or this, because in some cases if I work this for the client, and client, well, actually it does in some cases, send me this image and says, hey, I want to do this, I cannot actually work for the client job, I cannot perform this on that because the filter does not work correctly. So what do you do in this type of the cases? You have it one option, so you need to go inside some other application on your cell phone or Photoshop, and what I found, it's coloring sometimes does not work. This will work just like this, just crop to the face. Okay, that work the best. It's cut off elements and it will start working and processing, then you can work with a specific image. If you need again full body shot, use it reference maybe of other photos with other person. My recommendation, if using other photo, blur out face, or you can just even put it same color like skin color and coloring over the face, because otherwise it will start merging those faces and not necessarily look good. It's almost will be similar if we just have it face and just says SpongeBob. And you can see it's come up with very weird faces. So at this point, what I want to do is actually give you some tips on the strings, text strings, how I use it and what I use it and what's happening. So let me go ahead and we'll just use this string right here. Okay. Poor guy is our experimental guy. So what is happening if I want to create a Grinch? The Grinch who stole the Christmas. Okay. Stole the Christmas. Okay. Okay, let's correct our super fine thinking. But what is happening, you'll notice it will try to create, but you'll notice it does not necessarily look like a Grinch, okay? So let's see what's missing. And this is a way I'm actually, again, guiding my prompt. So I'm going back, I'm typing this, but I notice it is missing green skin. So let's go green skin. That is what's missing. And it's need to have it fur or long hair. So long fur, fuzzy fur. So I'll just add those ones. I'm usually going and see what does it missing from the portraits that I want to display. Okay, so let's look right here. Look, it's much better. Okay, so we start having green shade. We still have the original face, and in some cases this is before. It was look like a gnome or something elfish maybe, but here we're getting more closer to the Grinch. You can go all the way green screen, and we can readjust the values like right here. And remember that says it's positioning. Sometimes green who stole Christmas. Okay, we can have it. I don't think we needed this. We can just remove the Christmas, remove the this with the green screen. We can emphasize a little bit more on this, and that is will create it. So we can guide our prompt to add or remove elements. But I think this is work very well. Okay, so look at this. We wow, that has come up. Scary stuff. Okay. So the next things, for example, we can play more. Let me show you the next step. Probably it will be last on these portraits before we jump to another one. So right here, I have it Grinch with green screen. Let's go with like very long hair, fur, a lot. Lots of fur, we can do this. And now we want to add also background. We created our main character. Yes, for the background, we want Christmas tree and lights in the background. So we kind of specifying what we want to have it in the background. Okay. Now we created, when you're done creating your characters, and you can tweak around, you can go back and forth. For example, if this does not work too scared, you want to create kind of more like this, you can work with that one as well. But this one is a little bit, I don't know what the Grinch this look like, toothless Grinch anyway. But yeah, you can create this, and then next we'll start working on the environment that our character is located. So for example, we can add like what I said before, Christmas tree, Christmas lights, and all these elements. Okay, let's preview, and right here, look on our background, it's perfectly put its stuff in the background. Of course, if you don't want smiling Grinch, you can go in and just says very angry Mr. Grinch, or playing around this. You can also apply emotions, which actually MidJourney AI will translate very good in this case. Till it's rendering, let's go to another ones. And you know, you don't necessarily always need to click on a plus. You can take sometimes image, drag to the web, and you can see right here uploaded. If we click on this, you'll have it same upload a single image or multiple. And right here we have it black and white portraits, which is kind of okay. But what I found some prompts work a little bit better. So I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to says imagine portrait, and let's go the most beautiful Disney princess. Why does the some prompt work better than another ones? Related to the what training model, what model they was using, how the training was done. Okay, let's just render. Till it's rendering, here's our Grinch. Look on this. This is perfect. Okay, perfect. We have a green color skin. We don't want to be too off from the portraits, because you create a portrait for the people they need to resemble. I think this is a perfect resemblance, a little bit angry, a little bit Grinch. So this is kind of winner almost in our, at least for me, you may work more, but for me, these two portraits, they're almost winners of the Grinch, Christmas, green, kind of, and related to the person portraits that we just use it. Okay, so as it render, because we use this black and white, This is problem is sometimes it will come up black and white, but you always can specify. So if we going and we put it in imagine portraits, we can have it vivid colors. Okay, and remember other things we can set as a background. For example, a witch house or enchanted forest. Okay, you can add all these elements. Golden hour. Then the portraits actually will become colorized with our Disney princess look for this portrait, so it will be nice. It will have it colors, enchanted forest, so we can all this modification to add to the portrait. And here we have it. We have it perfect golden hours. Right here we add some coloring, nice positioning, and you can see how easy with the just portraits you start adding some information. Remember, you can always use a secondary photo or a secondary image as a reference. If you want like full body shot like Belle or something with a dress, you can put right here and it will help to blend. Remember, remove some of these elements from the AI like the face or other things, so AI does not have information to render on or actual reference to. So if it's just a blur, big blur, it will take from first photo and put it on the second. So this way you can literally guide it, the AI prompt, to create image you wanted. Of course, you can work with more different prompts, try experiments. Some work very good, some images will inspire you. For example, right here I see the neon light and it's inspired to me as a cyberpunk. So if we're going and we'll says imagine, take this, put it inside, and we say cyberpunk city, narrow street, neon light. So notice this, I don't necessarily specify the character in this case because I know it will take photo and a character already developed for me. Okay, I can put it sunglasses, maybe something, but I want also describe the environment in this case. And let's see. Okay, right here you can see with our prompt we have it perfect. Cyber city person, we don't even specify because it will take as much as possible of the person that already exists. I don't need modified, I can put it in. And one more tip, I have a lot of them interesting ones. You also can specify. Okay, let me erase this stuff. There you go. You can specify the ratio of image will affect as well how it is will perform. Like example right here, you can see we have the expect ratio. Let's go ahead, put it, and this should give it us portrait mode, which will change in some ways how the image will look. Remember to use them if you need it. Like if you have it a mermaid, you probably want landscape, and that way we can pull out tail and other stuff. But in a city narrow cyberpunk, I want kind of narrow, so I want a 2x3. So this is a nice things about MidJourney version 4, that we have it also those aspect ratios. Okay, so let's preview right here. You can see we have it perfect. See how it's work, I think a little bit better for us narrow, but again you can play around with different style. Overall, hopefully these tips was helping for you. Have some fun time to create it, and again, watching for these videos, have a fun time create, and remember subscribe and put notifications and spread this video. Have a great time.